menu. What do you think? Can you try it? Hey, don't be lazy and clean this up together with me.
Hey, the two of you! I got it, so please get a little bit away from me. My name is Nita Tsukasa. The reason why I'm being caught in between these two beautiful girls is because, well, there is a good reason behind it. I was working in a major trading firm, but I was forced to resign because of my manager who put the blame on me to take a responsibility which had nothing to do with me. I didn't do it. Ha! Anyone who is incompetent would say that. You were fired. I got kicked out from my company's dorm, so I moved back to my parents' house and just spent my time lazing around. I wasn't motivated to do anything at all.
Hey, why don't you at least job hunt? How long do you plan on living like this?
I'm sorry, Mom. I know I have to do something.
Do you remember Aki-chan?
Aki-chan? If I remember correctly, she's our second cousin, right?
Yes, she's actually managing a bed and breakfast right now. You should go help her.
Huh? Why do I have to?
There's not enough people over there to help, and she's having a hard time. Besides, even if you're at home, you're not doing anything at all, right?
Ugh. I really didn't feel like helping, but I couldn't say no, because I was living in my parents' house. So I accepted reluctantly. Few days later, I headed over to the bed and breakfast located deep in the mountains. Hello, it's me, Tsukasa. I came over to help here from today.
Alright.
I can hear her footsteps running get closer, and...
Oh, wow! You're Tsukasa, right? Long time no see! You've grown up so well!
Gasps. It can't be true? Is she that Aki-chan? She looks so different. This is how I got to reunite with my beautiful second cousin, who I could hardly recognize after a few years. So, about the bed and the breakfast, how can I help?
Well, the first thing I want you to help me with is cleaning up the place. If I do it on my own, I won't be able to finish, you know?
The inside of the bed and breakfast looked very worn out. According to her story, this bed and breakfast was first started by my grandmother, who died last year when she was young, so the building itself was already very old. I wonder if the cleaning will ever end?
Don't worry, it'll be okay. If we both work together, it'll finish quickly. We can do it. Yay!
Yeah. I feel that Aki-chan is very close to me, and...
Tsukasa-kun, can you clean under this bed? I'll start making the bed.
Oh, okay. What is she doing? If she's like that, I can see everything. Doesn't she know that I'm a guy who is looking at her? She's showing too much. My heart kept on beating very fast at her. Anywho, if I remember correctly, she's 5 years younger than me, so she should be 20 years old now. She's matured a lot than before. When we were kids, Aki-chan was very shy. She used to hide behind my back and was scared all the time. But now, she's the owner of the bed and breakfast, and she's working very well. Hey, did you ever think about going to university? Or do other different jobs, Aki-chan?
Not really.
Why?
I didn't want to do anything else. I really loved my grandmother. I want to live up for this bed and breakfast for my grandmother too.
That's amazing. I don't even have anything I want to do, but Aki-chan knows exactly what she wants to do. Okay, I've decided. I'm going to help out too properly, so that this bed and breakfast can flourish.
Thank you. As I thought, you've never changed, Tsukasa-kun.
Her smiling away was exactly how she looked like in the past. I was admiring her without realizing. Then...
What are you two doing? Ah!
What? Who are you?
You forgot about me, Tsukasa? I'm Miyabi, the little sister to my big sister. For your information, I'm also helping out the bed and breakfast together. If you ever lay a hand on my big sister, I won't allow it. Hey, Miyabi, don't be ridiculous.
What are you talking about? I won't lay any hand on her. Come to think of it, I remember Miyabi now. She's always loved her sister so much, and I guess this hasn't changed. After that, we finally completed preparing the bed and breakfast by Aki-chan teaching me gently about the work while Miyabi scolding me on how to work. But even when the tourist season came around, the reservation status was 0. Oof. No customers today too.
Only some regular customers who knows my grandmother comes to use it from time to time. What should I do? If it goes on like this, the bed and breakfast that my grandmother gave to me is going to be closed down.
All 3 of us were at our wits' end worrying about the bed and breakfast.
Hey, you should do something about it.
Huh? Me? What do you mean?
You used to work at a major trading firm, right? Don't you have any good connection with someone who can help the situation? Wow, Tsukasa-kun, you could do that? As I thought you're amazing, Tsukasa-kun.
Stop it! Don't expect him to look at me like that. Not, it looks like I have to do something about this. Well, I do have some idea that I've been thinking about. But, Aki-chan, you really want to do something about this bed and breakfast, right?
Of course! I want to protect this bed and breakfast that my grandmother made, and I want this place which I love to be used by many customers.
Okay, then I'm not sure if this would go well, but let's try this. I've been thinking about an idea.
An idea?
Yeah, both of you, come here.
What? Okay.
So I reveal my secret plan to them. After hearing my plans, their eyes both blinked.
Wow, we can do that? That's amazing! If we do this, maybe a lot more customers would come.
And I want you both to cooperate with me on something else.
Huh? Cooperate? I'll do anything, leave it to me.
After a month since then, the situation changed enormously. The phone calls for reservations are coming in constantly. Yes, 2 nights for next month. Oh, I'm sorry, the reservation is full on that day. Yes. The reason for this was that we renovated the old bed and breakfast to a modernized place. But since we didn't have enough time, we only renovated the parts which were noticeable for the customers. We plan on conducting a full-scale renovation on another day. And there was another reason.
Hey Tsukasa, can you please do something about this uniform? I'm embarrassed.
What are you talking about? You both look great. Aki-chan and Miyabi was wearing a very sexy miniskirt uniform. The style is cute, but it also has some degree of exposure. The customers who spent the night at the bed and breakfast had posted a photo of them over social media, and because of that, they were popular. Now, there are customers who live far away, would come all the day just to see the 2 of them.
Hey Tsukasa-kun, is this going the way you planned? Who are you, Tsukasa-kun?
Oh yeah, haven't I told you? Previously at work, I used to give many advices about hotel management. I used my connection which I gained from my previous work to contact the renovation company and uniform design company. Upon their permission, I used money which my grandmother left for the bed and breakfast.
I see you're actually very useful. Tsukasa-kun, you're really amazing.
No, I didn't do anything. After closing the bed and breakfast, Aki-chan came over and said those words while I was gazing and admiring the view.
Thank you so much, Tsukasa-kun. Because of you, the bed and breakfast won't be closed down.
Haha, that's great. I'm glad I could be of any help.
And I want to say something to you. I like you, Tsukasa-kun.
Eh? Aki-chan actually liked me since childhood. Hearing that I quit work and moved back over to my parents' house, she requested my mother to have me come over to help at the bed and breakfast.
What about you? Do you dislike me, Tsukasa-kun?
No, that's not true. I've always been curious about you, Aki-chan.
Really? glad then.
This is how we found out that we liked each other, but...
Hey, get away from my big sister. Oh,
You again?
I'm not allowing you to go out with my big sister. But I feel bad about that. So I can be your girlfriend if you want.
Huh?
Miyabi!
I was so confused being sandwiched by the two of them who are wearing the cute uniforms. Then suddenly, my phone rang. I had an incoming call from that manager at previous work. Hello? Hey, is this Nita? I'm glad my call went through. Actually, since you've been gone, work isn't going so well. I'll forgive you now, so you can come back now. If I don't do anything about it, I'll be fired. Oh really? But I'm doing pretty well over here, so I'll reject your offer. Bye. Wait! I can apologize to you if you want.
That call. Was it okay for you to hang up the call?
Yeah, it's fine. That call had nothing to do with me. After that, I became an official employee at the bed and breakfast. Now, I enjoy working every day being surrounded by Aki-chan and Miyabi. Due to my abilities, the bed and breakfast grows into a hotel operating nationwide, but that story is for another time.
I'm Tsukasa Neda. I work in the planning department in a certain company in Japan. I'm fed up of work. Let's talk about something fun! This guy is Yuki Shinozawa. He just graduated from college and I'm his trainer. What do you mean by something fun? I don't really follow trendy things. Of course, something fun always means girls. Are you in high school? Sai, I wonder if our chief, Miyabi, has a partner. She's such a beauty and she's good at her job. Oh boy, I would love to go out on a date with her. I wouldn't recommend her to you. You're saying that because you're also aiming for her. I'm going to shoot my shot. Oh, hey! Chief.
What? I'm busy right now.
I kind of have something I don't understand. It might be helpful if you could teach me.
Maybe that's because you're talking about love instead of doing your job.
What? You others?
If you want to ask me out on a date, get better at this job than me.
Sorry, ma'am. The dummy. Well, I try my best to stop him. Miyabi Ikutsuki was known for hating men. Many guys tried asking her out, but she refused all of them. She only wants to date someone who is better at their job than she is. I'm not really into elegant girls like her. Of course, she wouldn't be into me either, but one day.
Let's go camping.
Akshan, what's that? All of a sudden.
I've been interested in outdoor activities because of a manga I read. I think our department has a bad atmosphere at the moment. Let's go out camping and get to know each other better.
Hey, that's a great idea. I'm all for it. What about you, Tsukasa-san? Well, if it's for us to get to know each other.
Yes, Miyabi-san, you're coming too, right? Huh? Do I have to go? Of course, I want to get to know you better. Chief, please. All right then. I'll go. Yes! Okay, I'll send you the details when I figure it out.
She seemed to have given to the cuteness of her junior co-worker. And that's how it was decided that all of the members of our departments were going camping together. On the day of the camp, the chief asked me to finish some work, so I was working at the office, although it was the weekend. Yuki and Aki must have arrived to the venue. I'm so jealous.
Stop complaining and move your hands.
Sorry. We were able to finish all the work before lunchtime, and we left the office together. All we had to bring was our tent and the sleeping bags. Yuki brought all of the heavy things on his car. Chief, do you know where the camping site is?
We'll get there soon. Aki-chan told me where it is. Now quit talking and move your legs.
Oh yes. She was confidently working forward. I felt like we were getting farther away from where people were. I know it's somewhere in this mountain. But are we really on the right track? And we finally got to a place. Huh? Are you sure it's here?
Probably it's here.
We came to a camping site that looked really old. There was nobody there. It was basically just a vacant piece of land. This isn't where Akjan told us. She was mentioning to be careful for sites with similar names.
No way. Did I misheard what she said?
There aren't any buses today. We'll have to spend the night here.
No way. Let's contact Aki. Huh? I have no signal.
We're in the middle of a mountain after all.
What? Does that mean it's just you and I until tomorrow morning?
Gasp. Yeah.
No way.
My boss kept apologizing to me, but I told her it wasn't the right time for that. The sun was about to set. Soon everything will become pitch black. Anyway, let's decide our roles. I'm going to be pulling up the tent. So please search for branches that will burn well. The dry ones.
Oh, okay.
And...
Wow. Tsukasa-kun, I never knew you were good at outdoor activities. Honestly, I'm impressed.
I used to belong to the mountaineering club in college. I have a lot of experience in this kind of stuff.
Is that so? You're a tough man then.
Thanks. It was rare for her to say anything nice to me. So I was feeling happy. Suddenly, I heard a cute voice behind. I looked at her face and saw it was all red.
I couldn't help it. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Have you got a problem?
No, I don't. I'm also hungry too. I wonder what we should do about dinner. Yuki has all of the food with him.
Huh? So, what about our dinner?
I guess we have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh my god!
She must have been really shocked. She just sat down on the ground. It looked like she considered the end of the world. I felt bad for her. Should I go and search for berries? No, maybe. Oh, I got it! I was searching for something in my bag when she came over.
What's going on?
If we don't have any food, we can catch some.
Catch? How is that possible?
Here, look at this.
A fishing rod?
Yes, it's for game fishing. I brought it with me because Action told me there was a river. Okay, let's go.
Huh? Go where?
To the mountain stream nearby. I checked if there was a river on our way here. I helped her not to get caught up in the rocks. And we got to the place. It was pretty dark around the place. So I asked her to hold up the light. Here we go.
Wow! You caught one again! This one is huge!
This is a chur. It's delicious.
Wow! I'll be looking forward!
I prepared the fish by the river. Once we got back to the tent, I cooked them. I used the branches to gather the for the fire. She seemed to be having a great time, enjoying our meal. Once we were full, we went into the tent. I'm sorry, we have to share a tent.
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm happy there is a sleeping bag for both of us.
That's true.
It was such a tiny that I almost could feel her breath. It was so awkward, so I tried to get the conversation flowing. But she wasn't reacting. Has she fallen asleep? I turned over the face where she was. Gasp! There she was, right in front of me, blushing super hard. It was a kind of distance where I could reach out and kiss her. What the hell am I doing? This is an emergency situation. Keep your composure.
Tsukasa-kun,
Yes, what is it?
thank you for all you did today. Without you, I don't know what would have happened to me.
No, all I did was
Tsukasa-kun, don't be so humble. You are amazing. I couldn't do anything, even though I'm always bossing people around.
Miyabi-san, this might be not the right way to play about.
What?
Why don't you count on the guys a little more? I also want to help you out more.
Tsukasa-kun, when I'm in trouble, will you always come to help me?
Yes, of course.
That's great to hear. Thank you.
Then dimmed light slightly showed her face smiling. Next morning. Tsukasa-san!
Boss, where are you?
Hmm?
Oh, has the sun already went up?
We were walking by the boys from outside. I sticked my head outside of the tent.
Oh, there they are.
Yes, you were right.
Aki and Yuki-kun.
Did you come all the way to search for us?
We were so worried about you two. You didn't answer any of our calls.
Oh, sorry. We came to the wrong camping site. I came in a hurry to search for you guys. Just to find you having a nice time in the same tent together. What's going on here? I had to stay in the car last night.
I wouldn't be able to trust you to come in my tent.
Why? We were already back to our usual selves. I felt relieved that we were able to spend the night in peace. The chief kept on talking how delicious last night's fish was. Well done, Tsukasa-san. Not only the fish, but you have also caught the Haraba boss. That's not the case. Now stop fooling around and help me out cleaning up. Alright. I thought things were going smooth with Miyabi-san, but maybe we're just back to normal. I felt that. That was a pity when someone pulled me by the sleeve. Miyabi-san. So that the other two didn't notice, she whispered in my ear.
You know, you're not allowed to let me go. Now, you have to take responsibility for what you said.
Huh? Doesn't mean.
You figure it out.
Come on, finish the sentence.
Nope.
And as such right now, I'm in a relationship with my boss. Her reputation for hating men has disappeared, and people began to like her more in the company. Later on, she caused other sorts of rumors to go around, but the story will be for another day.